Hey everybody, it's Reed Comics 81 and I'm back with another comic book haul video. So I got a pretty good stack of books that I picked up from multiple different places. Let's see, I went to a small convention here in town. Well, not in town, about an hour away, but close to my town. I went to Second and Charles. I went to a local collectible shop, and I also got some books from a local antique mall. I didn't pick up anything super spectacular, but I did come away with some Bronze Age Marvel books that I'm happy with, some run fillers that I needed for my PC, and a cool Silver Age book that I'm going to show at the end. So let's go ahead and get started with the small convention. This was the Great Lakes Comic Expo, and when I say small, there were probably 7 or 8, maybe 9 dealers there that were actual comic book dealers, and the rest was just your basic jewelry, toys, sketch artists, things like that. The wall books were really expensive. For instance, one that really stands out in my mind was the first appearance of the Abomination. Someone wanted like $600 for that. You know, just crazy stuff like that. And the back issues were pretty expensive also. The dollar books were pretty well picked through, except for this one dealer. I did find some good Bronze Age books in his dollar bin, and that's what I'm going to start off with right here. So this is the Incredible Hulk number 248, nice Michael Golden cover, high-grade copy of this, probably in the 9s, and I paid $1 for that. Also found some Thor, high-grade copy of 220 for $1. Found 221. Also for $1. 222 for $1, high grade copy of that. Oh, it's got a little crease down here, but that's a cool cover. I like that book. 230 for $1. 276 for $1. Found a Whitman edition of 280. And here's a minor key. Found annual number 10, which is the first appearance of Demogorg, I think it's called, the God Eater, and it's also the first appearance of Apollo. So I thought that was a nice find for $1. And that does it for the dollar books. My guy was there who has all the $5 bins. I usually find some really good stuff in his $5 bins. I did not this time, but he also had a half-off bin. And I found this in there. Journey into Mystery number 120. He had this marked at $40, but with the half-off sale, I got this for $20. This is probably a VG Plus, I'm going to say. It's in nice condition. And just a book that I needed for my run. I'm trying to get all the Journey into Mysteries from number 89 until the title changes over to Thor. And I only need a few more, and I'll have that complete. All right. So that was all I got from the convention. It was pretty disappointing. But there was a Second and Charles nearby, so I decided to stop there. And I also found some Bronze Age books there. So all these books I'm going to show are $5 a piece, and they are in high grade. This is Daredevil number 110. Got that for $5. Also picked up number 117 for $5. 129 for $5. 147. And also found a copy of 149. Nothing special here, just books that I needed. I'm trying to collect the Daredevil run from issue 100 all the way up, issue number 1 all the way up to 200. So happy to pay $5 a piece for those high-grade bronze books. Okay, let's move on to the collectible shop. Now these books, I got these a while back, but I decided I would just go ahead and work them into this video. And this collectible shop has tons of 50-cent books. They're not bagged and boarded. They're just in these long boxes packed in there. And they had a half-off sale. All of their unbagged and boarded books are 50 cents each. So I got these for 25 cents a piece. This is Xena Warrior Princess number 1. I don't remember if this is A or B. I think this is cover B, and this is sort of a sought-after book for obvious reasons. So I thought these were good finds for 25 cents. Okay, also was able to find the A cover, and these were also 25 cents. I got a whole bunch of these. I don't know why I got so many. It's hard for me to pass up a deal. Hard for me to not get multiple copies. If you guys have seen my video, Am I a Hoarder or a Collector? Then you'll know why. You'll know my background on that. But yeah, these were 25 cents a piece. Thought those were some good finds. And I actually also found 3 copies of the gold foil edition for 25 cents a piece. Now this can go for upwards of $30 on eBay. So this is a really good book to find for cheap, and you can't go wrong for 25 cents. That's pretty close to free. Okay, like I said, I got those a while back, but the same place had another 50% off sale this past weekend, and I was able to find some dollar books, some Badgers that I needed for my collection. These were all marked at $1, so I got all these for 50 cents a piece. There's number 4, number 8, number 10. And I'll go through these pretty quickly because they're no big deal. Number 11, number 12, number 14, number 16. I like that version of his costume there. Number 17, number 18, number 19, number 20, 21, 25, 27, there's one on the back, 30, 32, another cool cover, 38, these are a little bit out of order, 36, that's actually a Mike Zett cover there, 37, 39, 41, 43, and 44. And with those, I am pretty quickly closing in on having that series completed. Just a fun series I like and a fun character. Okay, last stack of books I'm going to show guys are from an antique mall that's just a few miles from my house. Now, I used to really enjoy going into this antique mall because there's a dealer there, a vendor, who brings in a lot of Bronze Age Marvel, Silver Age Marvel, also some Bronze and Silver DC too, but he mostly brings in Marvel, and his prices are really, really good. Like, he usually prices his books about 50 to 75% of eBay pricing. So, for instance, if he had a book that eBay would sell for $20, he'd probably price his at like $13 or $14. So, pricing's really fair. The condition of his books are usually pretty good. And I was able to find some decent things. However, I did just find out recently that there's a new guy working at the antique mall, and he's also a comic book collector. So what this guy's been doing is, as soon as this vendor refills his booth, this guy's been wiping him out. So I don't know how I'm going to get around that. I don't know. That's really bad for me, obviously, because this guy's definitely got the upper hand when it comes to hunting at that place now. But I'm going to keep popping in, and maybe this other guy will miss some things, and I can still find some good books. So anyway, I was able to find this, Captain America number 136. This is the origin of the Mole Man. And I read this book. It's pretty interesting. What happened with the Mole Man is he was this really, really ugly guy. And this dude was so ugly that he couldn't even get a job. Like, employers would straight up tell him to his face, "You're too ugly, man. We can't hire you. We're afraid you'll disturb the other employees with your ugly looks." And he couldn't get a date. The women would just scoff at him when he asked him out. And finally, he just got so tired of being treated this way by the rest of humanity that he decided to just go far away and just basically disappear. So he gets on this little boat. He goes out into the middle of the ocean. A storm comes up. He gets washed up on this uncharted island. And he roams around the island, and he finds a cave. and he starts exploring this cave. Well, the cave starts going down and down and deeper down into the earth. And what happened is the mole man, this guy had been down in this cave for so long that he ends up not being able to see anymore. He loses his sight, but fortunately for him, there's this race of humanoid people down there who he's able to manipulate and gain under his control and order them around. So that's how he became the mole man. I just thought it was a really funny origin. So yeah, I got that. I paid $8 for that. Also found Captain America 182. No big deal there. Just a cool Bronze Age book, cool cover. Paid $4 for that. All right. Here's a couple cool finds. I was happy to see these there. So I got Ghost Rider number 10. This was supposed to be the issue where Ghost Rider fights the Hulk, as you can see from the cover. But due to deadline issues, they weren't able to meet the deadline with the story. They had the cover done. So what they did is they actually reprinted Marvel Spotlight 5 on the interior. So you've got Marvel Spotlight 5 on the interior and Ghost Rider 11 or 10 on the cover. So just an interesting fact there. And in number 11, they actually printed the Hulk versus Ghost Rider story. So you've got this new cover. And it's a pretty good fight, actually. I read this. Not a bad story. Not a bad fight between these two characters. The ending, I was a little iffy on the ending of the fight, but it's pretty good. And I was able to get these for $9 a piece. And I'd probably put these at VF, maybe even VF Plus. These are nice looking books. Okay, and that brings me down to the last book I'm going to show. Before I show that book, I just want to give you all a heads up. I am probably not going to make another haul video until early November. I'm saving my money for the Grand Rapids Comic-Con, and I'm actually going to meet up with Brian from Scoons Comics out there, so that should be fun. I don't know, we might even film a little video. We'll see. So I'm saving up for that. But I do plan on making a top 50 Bronze Age books in my collection here pretty soon. That's a tag video that's going around, top 50 books in your collection. Beauty Comics started it. Shout out to Beauty Comics. And I'm going to be putting that video out probably within the next week. So yeah, let's get down to my last book. Also at the Antique Mall, I was able to find this. The Ghost Rider number 7. From that very short series. This is the last issue in the series. This is from November of 1967. Awesome Dick Ayers cover. Love this book. This is a high-grade copy of this. I paid $18 for this, which I feel like that's a steal. This isn't really technically a key or anything, but in my opinion, a book like this is better than probably half the books you're going to find on Key Collector. Just saying. Just my opinion. So anyway, yeah, that wraps it up for this time around, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Reed Comics 81 signing out, and I'll see y'all next time. Happy hunting, everybody. Bye.